storyteller who ever lived.
You have the cunning of Odysseus.
The story of the great hero Heracles.
Secret of the great hero Heracles, charged by the gods to complete 12 impossible labors.
And so,
Our hero sets out on his first labor, a perilous task filled with danger at every turn.
what kind of danger?
The ground begins to tremble.
But Heracles was not afraid.
The
And so, our hero Heracles embarked on his treacherous journey. He crossed rivers. He climbed mountains until he found himself face to face with the three Gorgons.
Oh, and Zeus, like Greece's greatest hero.
Lambda, Omicron, Lambda. Woo!
The vile harpies through the day they mocked the mighty Heracles.
Heracles.
Oh my god, she like totes thinks she's Heracles.
That is like hilarious.
Be quiet!
Orphie, Heracles is like the greatest hero in the Book of Heroes.
So, heroes are like,
Big and tough,
they do like heroic stuff.
fighting monsters.
Winning wars, not doing some old blunder.
Heroes like defy the odds.
Heroes have audacious thoughts, and they're like descending from the gods. And you're a scrawny little orphan girl, scrawny little orphan girl.
Yeah, well, someday I'll be all grown up. Then you'll see.
Orphie, I know it's like whatever, like,
What?
Heroes are like,
more stuff too.
they are like,
Are you? Superman, alpha male,
monster loves for breaking down, manly pets and manly gods, manly men of manly size, mainly 'cause they're guys. And you're a scrawny little orphan girl, scrawny little orphan girl, scrawny little orphan, scrawny little orphan, scrawny little orphan.
That's a bunch of foolish noise. Girls can be heroes just like boys. Owe me an apology when I show you our mythology. Are full of great girl heroes just like me.
Oh yeah? Name one.
Easy. There's, well,
That's what we thought. Don't you know it's meddling?
You'll never live up to your made-up name. You're just a scrawny little orphan girl, scrawny little orphan, scrawny little orphan, scrawny little orphan, scrawny little orphan, scrawny little orphan girl.
See ya, hero.
you're gonna eat those words. Homer, there has to be at least one story in the Book of Heroes about a girl hero. Huh, that'll show those jerks.
That child. No matter how many times I tell her to clean her room, it remains a pigsty.
Homer, I presume.
Who's there?
Surely the greatest storyteller in all of ancient Greece recognizes the lord of the underworld, the king of cadavers, the god of the dead. Hades, in the flesh, so to speak.
It's not my time.
Everywhere I go, it's not my time, it's too soon, it's just a rash.
Oh, I need more time.
Come now, why would you possibly need more time?
Homer, do you know these stories in the Book of Heroes about a great girl hero? What the? What are you doing here?
Orphie, I'm afraid we might not get to finish that final story after all.
No!
For the girl's sake, a few more days. That's all I ask. That's not the way this works. Surely you understand the bond between parent and child. My father ate me.
You took my parents before I could even remember. I will not let you take the only parent I've ever known.
There are worse things than not having parents. Ask Oedipus.
At last, Heracles stands face to face against his greatest foe.
This is not one of your games, child.
Like the creative Apollo, he would not fail.
Orphie, go! For a girl who knows so much about stories, I would have expected you to be more familiar with the ancient prophecies of the oracle. Specifically, of course, I refer to the famed prophecy which states, when facing the Lord of the Underworld, remember this rhyme, no one can defeat Hades.
Except what?
Except the end of the rhyme. When facing the Lord of the Underworld, no one can defeat Hades except for a hero for everyone in all time. But I don't think we've got a lot to worry about in this instance, do you? Shall we, old man? Oh, and bring your little book. Until we meet again, Orphie extraordinary.
No! Homer! Homer! You can't just leave me too. The path is clear in every story. The hero knows just what to do. The gods reveal the path to glory, and he follows through. But life is not an ancient fable, and Homer can't help me now. I'd save the day if I were able, but I don't know how. What would a hero do? What would a hero do?
Orphie,
Heracles!
it is me.
I'm imagining this, aren't I?
Of course you are.
I see. But can you tell me what to do?
You know my stories better than anyone else. Why don't you tell me?
If Heracles were here to guide me, he'd form a plan of attack. He'd march to Hades right beside me and bring Homer back. There is no one here but me now, and there's a fight to be won. I know it's scary, but I see now just what must be done. Orphie, it's all up to you.
enough to defeat Hades and save Homer.
And so, the great hero Heracles set out on a quest to find the great hero Heracles. By his calculations, he should arrive at Mount Olympus by dusk.
As long as the generous winds kept up.
Hello.
Ah! You scared me! I mean, the opposite of that.
Uh-huh.
You're Hermes.
At your service.
Messenger of the gods.
I'm Hermes, all right? God of travelers and footwear and root vegetables. I'm not just the messenger of the gods. It's not like I'm their receptionist. I mean, true, I do spend a decent chunk of my time delivering messages, taking, do you like me? Check 1. Yes, no, maybe. Notes from Zeus to various young women, but I'm not like their errand boy.
Okay.
I'm a god.
I believe you.
Good.
So, do you have a message?
All right. Zeus told me to deliver. No, he didn't tell me to deliver. I chose to deliver the following message. I'm sure I have it somewhere. I know I didn't leave it on Mount Olympus or anything. Zeus likes to deliver messages via dead dove. It's his new thing. Anywho.
Hey little girl, there in your little boat. All of the gods want you to stay afloat. This is no place for little rickets to drive. You could capsize, sink, or get eaten alive. No, the sea's not safe for a cute little wake. You'll be safe and sound once you're homeward bound. You could well be drowned if you don't turn around. So Orphie, go home.
Orphie, go home. And she's completely ignoring me. Not exactly sure what to do in this situation.
Hey little girl, there's something you ought to know. I am the god who tells the wind to blow. I'll shine it off, then you'll have nowhere to go. So Orphie, go home.
Seriously, Orphie, go home. Well, what do you know? The wind stopped. Too bad. Now, there's no way you could possibly continue on your... Huh. You would have thought in all my degree you would have seen that loophole.
Hey little girl, you mustn't be insane. I hope you like lightning and torrential rain. I'm sending you a level 5 hurricane, so
Uh-oh, there's a huge storm brewing right smack dab directly in your path. Kid, you gonna go, huh? I guess you'll just be turning around now, right? Kid, don't be stupid. That's an enormous storm and you're just a tiny little human.
you, Homer needs me.
What's so great about Homer? All those similes. Kid! Kid!
That music, so soft, so wonderful, so beautiful, so. On your left, you'll see, well, nothing at all. But I'll see the sea of sadness glistening in the lack of sun. Doesn't it just set your heart aflutter?
Not exactly.
Oh my, here comes one of my favorite shades. You are in for a treat. Why, hello there, Tantalus. Shh, do you see that kumquat? What kumquat? What kumquat? That kumquat. I bet you haven't had a nice kumquat in quite some time, have you? I haven't had anything to eat or drink in 300 years. You would probably enjoy a nice kumquat like that one, wouldn't you? So juicy,
So juicy. So succulent. So succulent. So tragically just outside of your reach.
Here you come.
Somehow, that never gets old.
You know, you're not quite what I've expected.
In what way?
You're a bit happy.
You see, Homer, you see how woefully I've been misrepresented by your slanderous stories? People think that I'm depressed, but I'm quite a cheerful guy. Life down here's a joyous jest, and there's just one reason why. I love misery, other people's misery. Oh, what use it is to see, wallowing in woe. I love gloom and grief, the sweet perfume of human grief. Gloom and doom are sweet relief to he who rules below. These lethargic lads and ladies mope and pout their way through haze. Ah, but meanwhile I am floating on cloud nine because of suffering. Anybody suffering thrills me near enough to sing, if it isn't mine. How sweet it is to me, misery's divine. Ah, Sisyphus, how are you?
Pretty good, Mr. Hades.
You don't say.
Yep. You know that giant boulder I've been rolling up the great big hill for the last 500 years, only to have it come tumbling back down every time?
I am familiar, yes.
Well, today's the day. I got it up there, and this time it's there to stay. Crap.
Such despondent desolation is to me a celebration. How I love this catatonic chorus line, because they're so gross, more than merely lachrymose. Nothing else could e'er come close. Global by design. How sweet it is to me, misery is divine. Ah, and here is the queen of the underworld, the cloud of my silver lining, my lovely wife, Persephone.
Not a very lively sort, is she?
Let me lay a little story on you, Homer. It's the story of a devilishly handsome lord of the underworld and his once radiant bride.
Is this the one where he kidnaps her from her beloved home?
Kidnaps, charms with his urbane wit. Who's to say? The point is, he makes her empress of his entire realm. And how is he repaid? She sighs and laments and writes the most dreadfully depressing poetry. That's where you come in. Me. I have brought you here so that you can cheer her up with a story. Misery. Persephone's in misery. And here's the greatest irony. It tears my heart in agony. Now back to Earth.
Earth?
Why the here do you want to return to Earth? My work is not complete. I have a story to write and a child I promise to see safely to adulthood.
All right, Homer. You're on.
Madam, if you forgive me saying, I sense a certain melancholy about your behavior.
You mistake me, sir. It is not melancholy. It is the absence of feeling.
I'm not certain I understand.
I have always loved the flowers of my homeland. My husband calls it folly, but beauty moves me beyond words. Here, in this place, there is no beauty. The flowers refuse to grow. And since I have come here, I have felt nothing.
Perhaps I could offer you a remedy.
And what is that?
We begin on the distant battlefields of Troy, amid the flames of the Trojan War. Sing muse of the great hero Achilles.
Is he alive?
Are they ever alive?
Every man who gets close to our island is so taken by our song that he crashes into the rocks and drowns.
Still, maybe we could let one get through every now and again.
Ladies, we are sirens. We lure men to their deaths with our haunting song and classic yet waifishly modern beauty. To do otherwise would be against our very nature. The point, however, is moot, for this is no man.
It's not?
This is a girl.
In those rags.
With that hair?
She's not even wearing feathers.
The gods have delivered this girl to the Isle of the Sirens, and it is not ours to question the will of the gods. Perhaps we have a higher purpose.
You don't mean
I do. We must give this child
a makeover!
What the? Who are you?
Never mind that. Wait till you see who you're about to be.
A challenge to be sure, but nothing is too great a fashion miracle for the sirens.
You're the sirens?
Of course we're the sirens. I've gotta go.
Now where do you think you're running off to?
With all due respect, the sirens lure people onto their island, drawing them off course and distracting them from what they're trying to do.
Now, why would you do anything like that?
Especially to one of our own.
One of your own? Sure, child. You do want to be one of us, don't you?
Of course. It's gonna take some work. Alice been mine, baby.
And maybe someday you'll have what it takes. There'll be a siren.
Be a siren.
There'll be a siren.
Having narrowly escaped the clutches of the sirens, the great hero Heracles ventured forth.
He navigated the Strait of Gibraltar. He snuck through the treacherous path between the monstrous Scylla and the gigantic whirlpool bridges.
He may have taken a wrong turn.
Oh boy, Tug Girl, am I ever glad to see you? Zeus, I gotta get in shape.
I don't have time to chat. The sirens delayed me enough.
You met the sirens?
Uh-huh.
No one has ever met the sirens and lived to tell the tale. How did you do it?
I told you, Homer needs me.
Wow. You resisted all because of, wow, you must really, the point is you've been blown thousands of miles off course and you have no idea what dangers lurk out here in the great unknown.
So, why don't you help me?
What?
You have your special little flying shoes,
Air Hermes 3000, thanks for noticing.
so you can just fly me to Mount Olympus.
I mean, I could,
But,
Zeus wouldn't like it.
and you just do whatever he says?
I don't know how much you know about Zeus, but he's kind of big and a little on the scary side.
So,
The point is, we can't have every human out there thinking they could go on a quest. People would get hurt.
ouch! Whoa!
Oh no. Oh boy. Now you've done it.
What is this place?
The edge of the world.
Whoa!
We gotta go.
Is that
Now!
why?
Who goes there?
Atlas!
I'm Atlas,
I know.
the terrible Titan Atlas, cursed by the gods to forever stand at the edge of the world, holding the heavens on his shoulders.
I know.
Then why do you not tremble in fear?
Should I?
Yes,
Why?
I'm big.
So?
You are small.
But
I could squish you like bug. I squish you like bug now.
Heracles draws his trusty blade.
What are you? You're gonna make me drop everything.
Haven't you ever thought there was a healthier way of dealing with your problems?
Healthier than squashing?
Sometimes when I'm feeling kind of down in the dumps-ish, I think of a story to make me feel better.
What do you mean?
Say, for instance, the story of the great hero Atlas.
I'm Atlas.
Atlas, the hero brave and true, he heard adventure's call. He was the only one who knew the sky began to fall. know.
What do you mean?
I don't know any stories about a great girl hero. That's why I need to get to Mount Olympus to ask Heracles to go into the underworld and rescue Homer.
Oh!
What are you doing?
Tuck's no good for going Mount Olympus. Flying much faster. Tell Pegasus the flying horse hello from Atlas. Atlas the hero!
Orion the Hunter? You're my favorite constellation. And Ursa Major and Ursa Minor? I love you guys. And Cancer, which means that Pegasus must be right for...
Welcome to Air Pegasus, now boarding flight CCVIII, the service of Mount Olympus. I'm sorry, Neil. We will begin the boarding process once those seated in zone I is called. You are seated in zone III.
I'm the only one here.
Passengers seated in zone I and II are invited to board at this time.
Those are Roman numerals.
I'm sorry.
They're not even Greek.
You are simply going to have to wait until zone III is called. Now boarding zone III. Thank you for flying Air Pegasus.
Thus fell the mighty hero Achilles, struck, ironically enough, in his Achilles heel.
What a story! Bloodshed, battles, bloodshed. If that doesn't put a smile on your face, I don't know what will.
Must all stories be about the Trojan War? I see no beauty in the Trojan War. Is there not another type of story, one not centered around the Trojan War?
I see what you mean.
You know such a story?
Yes, it is the most delightful romantic comedy.
Yes. About a man trying to get home.
From the Trojan War.
Wow, kid. I mean, like, wow. You just stood up to the biggest, baddest, meanest, most terrible titan there is. I guess. And even though he was, like, way bigger than you, and you were, like, way smaller than him, you weren't scared at all.
It's not about being scared.
Then what is it about?
When you know in your heart that something's right, you just do it.
Oh, someone ought to write that down.
That's why I need to go to Mount Olympus. I need Heracles.
Yeah, about that.
Now arriving at Mount Olympus.
It's just that Heracles may not be exactly what you're expecting.
Your little tricks aren't gonna work on me, okay?
No, it's not that. It's just...
I need a hero. Heracles? I cannot believe it's actually you.
Trust me, kid. Sometimes Heracles can't believe it himself. Back when I was a baby, people treated me odd. And now I'm thinking that maybe it's 'cause I was half man, half god. I was the biggest and toughest. I wasn't possibly you know math were the toughest. In the Greek elementary school, I'm the strongest and the fastest. And baby, check out this town. I'm a god, I'm a hero, I'm a man.
I am the biggest Heracles fan there is.
Careful, kid. Heracles is the biggest Heracles fan there is. I'm sorry. How handsome would you say Heracles is on a scale from I to X?
Those are
that I'm asking. It's 3 million in cold hard cash and I'm leaving. Sign a picture for my number to bed. I'm a god, I'm a hero, I'm a man.
I actually don't have any money.
Oh, sorry, kid. You're gonna have to talk to Avaricious. My agent got him endorsements, contracts, and tax evasion.
Please, you're my only hope.
Why, kid? What makes this quest so special? I got a friend named Kooman. Hades took him away. Yeah, he brought him to his kingdom, and that is where I'll stay. Unless I find a hero who fulfills this rhyme. Gotta find myself a hero for all time. Who'll go save Homer? Oh yes, and then you tell me all his stories once again. Gotta hear that story. Yes, every word. Story of a brave girl hero I ever heard. Gotta hear that story of a brave girl hero. Gotta hear that story of a brave. Whoa, whoa, whoa! A great girl hero? That's funny. You're serious. She's serious. Zeus, you gotta hear this. A great girl hero.
I don't see.
Orphie, girls can't be heroes.
Listen, kid.
I came all this way for nothing.
Yeah, I guess you have.
What?
If you came all this way only to give up now, then you really have come for nothing.
But what can I do? I'm just a girl. I'm just too small.
Take a look out there, Orphie. What do you see?
People?
Notice anything about them? I'm not sure what you mean. From the heights of Mount Olympus, take a look and breeze beneath us. Little tiny specks of people, I can guarantee.
And so the great hero Heracles set out to complete his quest.
No. Orphie Extraordinary does.
He, his son, killed all 108 of his suitors, spilling their intestines on the ground until the rivers run red with their blood. Ugh. And they all lived happily ever after. My dear Mr. Homer, these heroes in your stories, they fight for nothing.
Begging your pardon, madam.
They fight for much. They fight for fame, for fortune, for glory. Where is the beauty in fame and fortune? Beauty belongs to the heart. A story about a hero who fights for nothing leaves me feeling nothing.
Which means that you have failed and thus are mine forever! Yay!
We'll see about that.
Orphie?
What the here are you doing here? Take me instead!
What?
What? Oh, stay in this place!
Orphie, no! You would give your life for this man and his stories?
Uh-huh.
Why?
What?
The willingness to sacrifice oneself for another, this is a quality not often found, even in the greatest of heroes. Tell me how you have arrived at such a decision.
Seeing news of a girl named Orphie, an orphan raised by the greatest storyteller of all time. She grew up with Achilles, with Odysseus, with Heracles, and she lived their adventures along with them. And as she did, she forgot that she was poor, that she was small, that she was an orphan. For a moment, she was just a hero. But when Homer was taken from her, she knew she needed to find a real hero to save him. There were storms and sirens and a not-so-terrible Titan. But she struggled on until she reached Mount Olympus, where she realized that some heroes really aren't heroes at all. For the first time, she saw that maybe the story isn't about the hero. Maybe the story is about you. All the people, all the Greeks that would and would ever be, they needed stories that she had, and more. And she knew what she had to do. What Greece needs is to know that somewhere out there, there are true heroes
not yet complete.
Was